Right, welcome to today's report, the 12th of July, 2024. Right, today I would like to talk something that's crucial, the developments that happened in the past 2 days, right? So today the discussion is based upon the Fed admitting the high rates could jeopardize the US economy if held too long. This is not something a surprise. We've been talking about this for some time already, and I mentioned time and time again that it's not logical for the market to have high interest rates and the economy growing at the same time. Something will break, and now they're worried that this thing could escalate. And what's that thing? Okay, that's the discussion here today. So the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell finally acknowledged that maintaining elevated interest rates for an extended period could hinder US economic growth. He emphasized that the Fed now faces dual risks, two issues over here, necessitating attention to both inflation and labor market. So all the while, they have been dealing with the inflation part of it only. Now, there's the potential worsening of the labor market. So what's next? Okay, so this statement is followed the recent increase in US unemployment to 4.1%, and even though it's just up by 0.1%, but the worrying thing is that it has moved up for the third consecutive month already. This thing is rising for third consecutive month. So, does this mean that Powell is ready, to just say, okay, we're going to cut rates at the next FOMC? No. Okay, because Powell indicated that the Fed is not prepared to reduce interest rates at the upcoming FOMC meeting on July 30th. He stated that additional data demonstrating a sustainable move towards a 2% inflation target is required before considering a rate cut, right? You still need more data. Okay. So during the hearing, there was a hearing where the Powell had to answer both sides of the party, as Democrats as well as the Republicans. I watched that Q&A session live. Basically the Democrats expressed concerns that delaying rate cuts could jeopardize the job market. They fear that persistently high interest rates may undermine their efforts to retain the US presidency, especially in light of President Biden's performance during the presidential debates. Now, if you've been following the US politics, you have seen recently there has been growing dissent, asking Biden to step down and let other potential Democrats to fight for the presidency, right? It came to a point where Biden said, hey, if you don't want me, challenge me. The next Democrat meeting, challenge me and let's see. So it's still ongoing. There are some calls, but it's not come to a point where we would probably see a change in the Democrat leadership at the moment. But yeah, we have to see, the developments. Now, one thing is for sure, during the hearing, concerns were raised about potential for rising unemployment to lead to stagnant or decreasing wage, a troubling prospect given the increasing cost of living. Now, this is not what they want to see happening, right? Because when the unemployment rise too much, right, then people will accept, when they are hard up for money, they need the money, they will accept jobs even at a lower wage. And this is what the US does not want, because you still need to understand that the inflation is still rising, right? So if unemployment rise too fast, then people will start panicking and accepting lower wages. And when they accept lower wages, they might not be able to cope with the interest rates that they are facing right now. You know, the high inflation. The market is still seeing positive inflation. It's not actually negative inflation. But if the wages start stopping, then there might be a problem. So it's a big worry for them, especially the Democrats, because they need this to show that, you know, as long the consumers, they can sustain living in these current conditions, then not an issue. People can still take it, and they may have a chance of retaining their presidentship, staying there. Not only the president, but the upper house as well as the lower house as well. Okay, so anyway, Powell emphasized that the Federal Reserve operates independently and avoid partisan politics in its policy decisions. He stressed that the importance of maintaining the Fed's autonomy in settling interest rates and reiterated his commitment to making decisions based on data. He said that, no, I still have to work on data, nothing else. I think this is the right way to go, right? So regarding the likelihood of an interest rate cut, while the market does not anticipate a reduction this month, there is a 73.3% chance of a cut in September. Notably, even though this probability is just over the 70% threshold, historical trends suggest that a rate cut is likely to occur. You know, I mentioned many times already, the moment is above 70, chances are there. So, as for now, whatever the data is showing, it's likely pointing to a September rate cut. So that's also the reason why you are seeing the prices move, you know, after the CPI yesterday as well. After the CPI, it's kinds of like strengthened the notion that a September rate cut could be coming. Okay, and that has already changed a bit of the structure of the market. Okay, for that we will discuss more when it comes to the chart area, and that sums up the fundamental report for today.